Hello, this is the Jordan, coach of the Virginia Vikavolt. Welcome back. It is week 3 of the SPS VGC Draft League. We are against Team Liquidation, coached by Vinny. We're both 2-0 to start off the season, so I'm pretty excited about this game. I hope it's a good one. On his side, we've got these trio of very scary physical attackers, but we have one bulky, tanky, robot, beast, lady thing. What's a Steala? I don't know. But it is one of our win conditions, and we're going to get into our strategy, how we think this match is going to go, and then cut to a live comm, which will probably be very different because that's how VGC goes for you. So the first thing we should get into, looking at Vinny's roster versus mine, is that his fastest threats, faster than mine. His slowest threats are slower than mine. So winning the speed war on either side of the spectrum is going to be a challenge, but we do have Scarf Rotom. So 50% speed bonus off of the choice scarf makes us 1 point faster than max speed Noivern. So we have full special attack investments, so we are surprisingly fast, surprisingly strong. We actually get to remove Cinderace before it even does anything. We get to remove Lando before it even does anything, and that would be so nice because Cinderace is one of the only things that threatens Steala in the back. If either of these guys max right away, they get to live 1, but we still do a ton of damage. It even OHKOs through Assault Vest sometimes, and nothing Lando can do in return can OHKO Rotom Wash. I have more defensive investment, so even the Sand Chip can't get us. So this is a good fast mode lead, but I don't think I'm always going to be able to win in fast mode. Noivern's got Tailwind, he's got other fast, speedy stuff. So I do have this sneaky Trick Room core, led by Porygon Z. Porygon Z killed everything in its path last week, so I imagine Vinny's going to try to play defensively if he sees it. Maybe, protect, switch, snarl, but all of that lets me get Trick Room up for free, and we've got a min speed Porygon Z with a room service, so it becomes even slower once Trick Room is up. It becomes the slowest thing on the field except for these 3. Now, Porygon Z is plenty useful, even under Trick Room. It fires off Blizzards, which are 4 times effective against Lando and Noivern. Tri-Attack chunks through virtually everything. And then eventually we'll go down, and Vikavolt is our secret Trick Room sweeper with an Iron Ball, so it is even slower than Escavalier by 1 point. So it's got Electric, Bug, and Steel coverage, hits virtually everything, and we've also got an Iron Defense to try to boost defense before the physical attackers get a try at us. So Vikavolt's going to do great. It's the perfect Pokemon, so I know it will do great. We have Assault Vest Garchomp, so I realized that Garchomp could live everything from his physical attackers, but was dying to Blastoise ice moves and Clefable Moonblast. He's got the worst version of Clefairy. He's got Clefairy Jr., but it is pretty strong on the special attacking side, so we have an Assault Vest to deal with that. Garchomp lives Blastoise Blizzard, it lives Ice Beam. Even if he Shell Smashes to double it, we still live the Blizzard with the Dynamax. He can just attack straight into us with Max Hailstorm, and we don't have to redirect it because with Clef by his side, Garchomp still lives. A very bulky boy. I'm pretty excited to punch a hole in Vinny's defenses with either this fast mode or the slow mode. So leaving nothing left on Vinny's side of the field. Hopefully nothing left, but if whatever he has left is not going to be able to touch Steala. This is our end game win condition. Steala's got a ton of defensive investment. It's got a Leftovers, it's got Protect, it's got Leech Seed, Substitute, and Rock Slide. So we have a super annoying Steala that's going to be very hard to take out. The only thing that really threatens it is Cinderace, so I imagine Cinderace comes in the front and we destroy it somehow. And then what's Lando doing? 1/3 to Steala. What's Escavalier doing? Not even 1/3 to Steala. So that's our endgame win condition. We're going to lead the fast mode 1 game, the slow mode another game, and hopefully it goes as planned. I give us 20 to 40% chance that it goes just as I described, but let's get into it and see how it goes. Okay, welcome back. You might notice a slight difference in demeanor. I recorded the Teambuilder yesterday and have since gone out drinking. These are what you call the pre-Johns, where I've got some excuses for why if things don't go exactly as planned, it's because I'm in a slightly more fun state than usual. I'm so excited that the real world is coming back, that people are getting together again, that soon that's going to become the norm. But I have requested Vinny send me a challenge, and he will do so. So I think our plan from yesterday was good. You know, the surprise speed, the surprise slow speed, to try to win the speed war. But my ability to adapt to Vinny's surprises might be slightly different than it might be otherwise, but we will make it work. Hopefully the quality of our team is enough to push us through. Let's look at... Okay, Vinny is ready. Vinny is challenging us. Just a moment, let's get the angle right on the thingamajig. Kaboom. Okay. Okay, so Vinny doesn't have Blastoise. Let me see what else I was thinking that he might bring. Noivern, Cinderace, Lando? No Lando. Huh. So we don't need... So it's tricky. He's got the Trick Room core here. Vinny doesn't have some of the things that I thought was the scariest, so I'm pretty excited about that. We do have to work around the fact that Pikachu has Fake Out and Clefable has Follow Me. Neither of those things are particularly great. Noivern outspeeds my dragon. I don't know if I necessarily want Trick Room is the tricky part, because he has Trick Room. But we're gonna try it anyway. We're gonna try our plan A. Cinderace and Clefable. Okay, that's a reasonable lead. I think they probably go for the Steel move and try to just take away the Clefairy, just assuming that I'm gonna Follow Me, which means I get to Trick Room for free. I don't remember, but I think that Cinderace can't KO me in one turn, so I just get to Trick Room. We shall see, though. Like, I don't care if Clefable's following me right now, because I'm not even attacking anything. I hope that the Cinderace maxes and wastes its max. That would be nice. Make it easier for me to clean up with Vikavolt and or Steala. Both the Vikavolt and Steala in the back are weak to Cinderace. I have to deal with the Cinderace somehow. It's not going to be super easy. Yeah, okay, so as I expected, did not do too much. I get the Trick Room up. We have a Life Orb Cinderace. So does it follow me again? That's the question. I'm not actually sure. But I see nothing wrong with Helping Hand, Try Attack. We're just gonna get some good damage. The defense boosts don't matter because we are a special attacker. We shall let the Furry Ball, and maybe because I did not Follow Me last turn, he goes for the Fighting move. I'm not sure exactly, but I think the PZ is okay regardless. I just go for the Helping Hand Try Attack, and I try to chunk through the Clefable because the Clefable is standing in our way of the Cinderace. And now, because of the room service, I move before Clefable, which doesn't really matter. It might matter next turn. I get to KO Clefable before it attacks. So, in fact, I should Helping Hand Try Attack. Well, it's resisted, so I'm going to assume it does not protect the Clefable, because he might have better things to do in Vinny's mind. That we both Helping Hand. Oh, go down to a Sash Clefable, and I get some lucky hacks there to bring the Clefable out. So we trade. Oh, the burn does not affect Clefable because it has Unaware, or just our Magic Art, or whatever the ability that allows it to not take burn damage. So we Iron Defense here, because we are trying to survive the Cinderace while it's maxing. Right now we are on the defensive, which is by design. When the opponent is maxing, unless you can match their offense, you're just trying to play defensively. Okay, well that's fine. So we don't get to charm the Cinderace, which would have been nice. Whoa, Oko's through Iron Defense? That is so surprising to me. Wow. Wow, okay. So I have to Rock Slide. And amazingly, I don't have any max targets anymore. This game went so differently than I expected. So we're gonna have to adjust. Luckily, Rock Slide is pretty good here. Okay. So that was a nothing turn from Vinny's perspective. So I get a defense boost, which is kind of good against the Cinderace. I get to survive one hit from the Cinderace. I still have Clefairy by my side, which is pretty nice. Does Cinderace come back, or does something else come back? That's the question. I'm so amazed that the Fireball O-code through Iron Defense. I had double defense. I have no idea what that's about. So I have to just outlast Pikachu's Fake Out, unfortunately. So I just have to protect. Fake Out. Yep. So we have a Flamethrower on the Clef, which is super unfortunate. We follow me, and we Rock Slide or Leech Seed? That's the question. I'm currently not hurting for health right now, so I Rock Slide. Unfortunate. I have to struggle with the Clefairy. Good move on Vinny's part by taunting the Clef. So here's the thing, am I just maxing to max at this point? I wonder if my weak attack might be enough to deal with the Pikachu. This is a weird situation that I had not thought about at all. If I lose both my max threats, because I have no idea how Cinderace O-code there. Wow, it was a Life Orb, but still. All right, so Vikavolt maybe not the move in game 2. We bring Rotom and Garchomp, but dang. Yeah, he does not too much. What does Clefable struggle do? Not much, and we lose more health than we even take. So Flamethrower did 19. I think I'm set up to live a Cinderace. Actually, not really, not necessarily. Wow, okay. Can we get the Oko? That's the question. Oh, baby. Stella secures the Steala. Keep struggling, Clef. I believe in you. I think we have this one, oddly enough. If we have to struggle to do it, because we just max guard and the sand kills Noivern. Oh my lord. What an unconventional game. I think we had the right idea by dealing with... Alright, fine, but he still dies. Okay, so we'll save that. And then we'll move on to game 2, and hopefully things will go very differently. Hopefully a win as well, but a very different kind of win. So what happens when we lead Garchomp and Rotom? We get the speed advantage immediately because of Scarf Rotom, but are we giving up our max threats right out the gate? Does Vinny bring Musharna and Escavalier because game 1 didn't work out? He didn't have enough attack power, that's for sure. So Escavalier is maybe his move. So we definitely bring Steala, but what is the last attacker? I don't think PZ actually does too much here. I don't like the fact that Clef can be taunted and can do literally nothing. So we're gonna bring the Vikavolt as a Trick Room defense. It's gonna be weird. So do we max to not get faked out by the Pikachu? I think the answer is probably yes to that. I think we Rockfall to both do super effective damage on Noivern and break Pikachu's Sash. So Pikachu probably has a Lightning Rod, which means I can't attack with lightning moves. So I just Hydro Pump the Pikachu. Go Assault Vest Garchomp. This is a special Noivern, so Noivern should not be able to do too much, even if it has a Dragon move against Garchomp. Now, if Pikachu fakes out, oh well, okay. We have a Tailwind, so they currently have speed control. I break Pikachu's Sash. I don't even remember if Pikachu has Sash from last game. We didn't get to see. They have speed advantage, but we have Pokemon advantage, 4-3 at the moment. Now, is it Musharna and Escavalier in the back, or is it Cinderace in the back? Because we only really have two max threats here, which makes it easier for me to work around. I don't think he sets Tailwind unless Cinderace is here, so it's probably Cinderace. So can I assume that Cinderace changes types by doing a Steel move or something to raise its defense? So then I can safely Will-O-Wisp. But if I think he's going to Fire move, then Will-O-Wisp will not work against a fire Pokemon. So will Cinderace type change? Well, actually, no, I'm currently locked into Hydro Pump, so that's what I'm going to do. I think Vinny is thrown on his back foot here. I think we Steel Spike. And we Steel Spike the Clef, and we Hydro Pump. Oh, we have a Dynamax Pikachu. What's going on here? That's not going to do. Ooh, I'm surprised it did so much. So Sash Clefable again, but it doesn't die to Sandstorm because of it doesn't take any indirect damage. Still, I think we're in decent shape. I mean, I'm just not afraid of Pikachu. Now I'm ready to be surprised. It did OHKO Rotom, which was definitely surprising to me. But now unfortunately we're gonna have to take the... So it Volt Tackled last game, which means it's likely physical. So we got Electric Terrain. No, we don't. We Bug Buzz. Very weird situation both games. That's how VGC works, where you have this plan and you know it works against the most common thing they're likely to bring, and then they bring something completely different and you have to adapt. So I feel okay right now because he's Dynamaxing Pikachu, but unfortunately I did attack the Pikachu twice. That was a wasted turn on my perspective, but Pikachu didn't get to move at the same time, so... I think I Rock Slide to KO the Clefable and still do something on the Pikachu, but Come on. So Pikachu did nothing last turn. So I'm not sure if it KOs like, well, I guess it's going to try to do a lot too. Okay. Well done, Pikachu. I mean, I'm impressed. I'm just be so amazed if the Pikachu can KO Steala. I'm actually going to look at Pikachu's moveset and figure out if Fairy Move means it's fully physical. Pikachu. Fairy moves. It has Play Rough. Yeah, so it's likely a fully physical Pikachu. So, what? I mean, I'm defensively oriented here, so I likely don't die. I'm just going to assume that I don't die. What's left? It's just a Cinderace. And unfortunately, we're not in great position against the Cinderace. Oof. Yeah. We have to survive. We don't. Okay, so this was a weird game, but we move on to game 3. So weird. So his leads have been Noivern, Pikachu to just get Tailwind, and his leads were Clefable, Cinderace. I'm pretty surprised at this current situation. He knows about my items because of Noivern's Frisk, which is unfortunate. But Clefairy Garchomp should be pretty good. Because what is he going to do? Attack with a Scavalier turn 1? I kind of doubt it. Attack with Cinderace. I don't think Cinderace OHKOs Clefairy. So I get to deal with the Cinderace and then win with Steala in the back. That was the plan. It's not going according to plan, unfortunately. What is my 4th member? So Rotom Wash is really scary if he doesn't bring Trick Room. Against Trick Room, he's really not that scary. And I'm amazed that Pikachu OHKO'd it. I'm got to do the calcs later. I have no idea why it OHKO'd. Does PZ do much here? Does Vikavolt do much because I assume he's bringing Trick Room? Vikavolt died through double defense. Like, what the heck? I guess I'm just gonna bring Rotom Wash. I am really surprised here, and the Scarfmon in the back is pretty sus, in my opinion. I think I need an alternative max threat. So. Yeah. So, congrats, Vinny. You have thrown me off. Yeah, Vinny says this is super tense. And I agree. I don't know what's going to happen. Cinderace is the problem, as it has been, which makes me want to bring the Rotom turn 1 if he tries to bring Cinderace. But I think he knows that Cinderace in the back is really good against me, because I just have the Steala and the Vikavolt. Unfortunately, it's what we have to do. If he brings Cinderace in the back again, we have our work cut out for us. But Garchomp has to last a little bit longer. With Clefairy by its side, hopefully Garchomp will be able to do that. I kind of assume Musharna Escavalier comes. That it's Assault Vest. I don't know if they bring Clefable in the lead again. it came in the back second game. I'm just really surprised, and I feel like you have to play the guessing game in Pokemon sometimes. Steala in the back is the key for us. It does really well, not really against Pikachu, but we go. All right, we're just gonna go for the interesting. Garchomp in the back. Hopefully we get some good stuff done with Rotom. No, but the Pikachu, Max Pikachu, O-code Rotom. And unfortunately, I'm not in the state of mind to question and calc it right now. So it's whether we go for Garchomp right now in the front, or we try to disrupt and then bring Garchomp. I kind of imagine if they don't bring Pikachu in the front. And if they have to max Pikachu, then that sounds like a cost to them. Now, Vikavolt just doesn't have the right type matchup into this team. It has something against Clefable, but it doesn't have something against everyone else. So we don't bring Vikavolt this time. Vikavolt, you're a perfect Pokemon, but now is not the week. Do we slow down the Cinderace? I think we Hydro Pump usually. It really is a guessing game between Clefable helping handing versus Clefable follow-meing versus Clefable protecting. And I really don't know which one to go with. Do I calc Cinderace versus Clefairy? I don't remember if I have that calc. This is me scrolling through my calcs. They're in a disorganized mess at the moment. I don't know, and that's where the challenge is. I think we follow me, and we Hydro Pump, unfortunately. But I don't think Cinderace can do much to Rotom, so I know that it targets Clef, so therefore I protect. That's our logic here. I just don't think Cinderace does that much into Rotom, and therefore... Oh, I missed. That one hurts. So this is when we calc, right? Rotom Wash. Man, I just wish I had the... I wish I was in the mood to do this, but... So, Clefable. Rotom Wash does currently 50. Helping Hand still doesn't KO. So it'd follow Mead, and then so now it Helping Hands, right? Which means we get a chance against this fool. I'm okay with the Charm missing. Clefairy doesn't actually do much besides offering the Friend card. So now we get to Charm it, which is pretty good. Wow, it's got Bulk Investment. That's the best thing you could do. It does not OHKO though. Okay, so we have Musharna and presumably a Escavalier in the back. So he wants to set Trick Room, and unfortunately he's probably going to set Trick Room. So this is when he switches in Escav, or protects if he has Protect on the Cinderace. It's a Life Orb Cinderace, so it may or may not have Protect. I really don't know. I love the idea of charming the Escavalier immediately. So we'll do that. He's got Double Edge, that's pretty surprising. Trick Room. Nope, not Trick Room. Kind of surprising. But we have to hope that Steala in the back can get the job done. I'm amazed at no Trick Room. Why no Trick Room? This is when we predict the switch, right? Escavalier is the only thing that poses the real threat. And so whether we rock slide, because it's good damage on both of them, or when we predict the switch and Fire Fang will do a ton of damage into the Escavalier. Now I think, so Garchomp's our max target, so we can just rock fall and get the chip on this Cinderace if it stays in. I kind of don't expect it to stay in, but we'll see. Okay, Smart Protect. Kind of don't expect Musharna to carry Protect, but it does, and we do just minimal damage. So this is when the Escavalier comes in, unless it's Pokemon number 4, Clefable. But just like, why? I guess he brings Clefable just because it's good against Garchomp, maybe. We do have Steel Spike. We have a Steel move just to deal with the Clefable. And it prepares us in advance by giving us a defense boost for the Escavalier. But if he's got to know that bringing Escavalier right now is going to get charmed, and that's very bad for him. So I imagine he brings the Clefable next. Hold on, we can calc. We are capable of doing some math to get a better result against a Musharna. So currently, Iron Head does how much? Against a full defense, it doesn't nearly get the job done. So I think we have to Helping Hand. Wait, Max Steel Spike does how much? It does 36 to 43 if it has max defense. I don't know if it has max defense, but I think we have to Helping Hand to guarantee the KO. Musharna protected last turn, so it almost certainly doesn't protect this turn. Maybe Clefable follow Mies, in which case it eats a very strong Steel move to the face. That's fine with me. Now, definitely the most likely thing I can think of is Clefable follow Mies so that Musharna can Trick Room. Unfortunately, we have wasted our max here because... Okay, good. So it, Moonblasts? The Clefable, surprisingly. So now we're in a situation where Pikachu? Max Pikachu, really? I just imagine, so we can look back on Starfall. So it did 100% to non-maxed Garchomp. So it does at least half of maxed Garchomp. Does it KO? I seriously doubt it. I don't think we have time to calc it, or do I want to calc it at the moment? But does it Starfall? Max Starfall into the Garchomp. Now either way, I have a defense boost, so I think we Leech Seed, or maybe we Rock Slide. No, I think we Leech Seed. I think we Substitute. No, but if Pikachu electric attacks Celesteela, we might not have enough health left to substitute. I don't know if I'm able to Leech Seed Clefable because of Magic Guard. I don't know exactly how it works, and that's a unfortunate fact of my situation. Okay, so that was pretty good. This is the pitfalls of maxing a Pikachu. It is not a very strong Pokemon. So I think we have this now. I think the only issue on Vinny's side is that he had only 2 max threats, and I don't really consider Pikachu a max threat despite the fact that it maxed twice. Leech Seed doesn't even work against it. Okay, well, we live and learn. But Garchomp picks up the KO here, and we win. We win 2-1. This is the 3rd time in a row we have 2-1, so we get maximum tension. GG's. I think you need some more max threats. I think you need a little bit more offensive presence so that I'm forced to protect sometimes, so that you get some initiative and some offensive pressure. I think Vinny only ever had 1 offensive threat on the field at a time. This didn't go as I expected. I kind of expected it to be hard to KO Steala, and it was. You know, in game 1, it took like 5 attacks to bring down, but Garchomp was our lead today. Not a lot of things could KO Garchomp, especially when it had the max Quake, the max Steel Spike to preemptively get those defensive boosts and make it hard to take down. That was the key to victory. So thanks for watching, and we're on to week 4, 3-0. Pretty excited. GG's to Vinny. Well played. Definitely brought some surprises and left me doubting myself, which is what you should be doing in VGC, is bring some surprises and force them to make tough decisions. So see you next week.